Hello, once again, it's me, Mrs. Chaparro, back with another audio for one of the articles that I have posted on my website. This one is for Weather versus Climate Article and Questions. They are two separate documents, so you will have to click on those separately. This goes with the assignment for March 27th. And without any further delay, here we go. Okay, guys, here's your article. The title is Weather versus Climate. As we go through here, I will highlight some things that will hopefully help you answer the questions. You can answer the questions on your own sheet of paper if you cannot print this out. And I will also read the questions at the end of this. So here we go. Climate versus weather. Climate is not the same as weather. Weather changes daily and sometimes even more quickly. Weather is something that is happening at any single point in time. Climate is a pattern of weather that unfolds over years, decades, and centuries. For example, in a desert, it rarely rains, and the climate is hot and dry. On hot, dry days in the desert, the climate and the weather are the same. On the rare occasion when it does rain in the desert, however, the weather may be rainy, but the climate is still considered to be dry. Because over a long period of time, the weather almost always is hot and dry. Okay, so let me highlight a few things here real quick. I'm not going to do much talking because you know I like to talk, so I'm going to be quiet. The first two lines are pretty important. This is important. Here's an example of how climate and weather are different. Right here, when it rains in the desert, that day it might be rainy, but it's still dry. Okay, next paragraph. Here we go. It says, there are words that describe climates. There are words that describe different climates. A tropical climate is hot all year round. Dry climates experience very little precipitation. Mild climates are characterized by generally good weather and occur at Earth's middle latitudes. Cold climates are found in different areas of the Earth with long, cold winters and short, cool summers. Polar climates are cold all year round. There are also subcategories of climates like rainforest, deserts, tundra, savanna, and steppes. Okay, 7th grade. This whole paragraph right here, this whole thing, you are going to want to come back to this for your worksheet, just FYI. Okay, next paragraph. It says, the climate in an area determines the kind of plant and animal life that live there. Certain kinds of animals are found in certain kinds of climates. For example, you find lions in hot climates, never in polar climates. Similarly, you find penguins in polar climates, but never in rainforests. Okay, some good examples here of how climate determines what kind of plants and animals live there. So this paragraph talks about climate and what kind of different plants and animals live there. You'll have a question about that. Next paragraph, it says climates change gradually over very long periods of time. For example, there have been periods during which the Earth's climate cooled so much that most of the Earth was covered by ice cap. We call these periods ice ages, but sudden and dramatic changes also impact Earth's climate. For example, human activity, like the increasing urbanization, which has an impact on local climates, has been relatively fast compared to geological time. Okay, so it's going to ask you some questions in your reading or in your questions about ice ages. Okay, so there's your article, guys. Let's move on to the questions. Now, when I read the questions, you will want to practice pausing the video because, you have to stop my voice so you can answer. Number 1 says, what is the difference between weather and climate? Number 2, give an example of when weather and climate would be the same. Number 3 is matching. And it's kind of numbered funny. It renumbers the matching questions 1 through 5. So just go with it because there is another number 5 at the end of the worksheet. Number 1 says, generally good weather. A, tropical, B, mild, C, dry, D, cold, E, polar. Number 2, experiences little precipitation. Precipitation, guys, is the same thing as rain. Is it A, tropical, B, mild, C, dry, D, cold, E, polar? 3, long, cold winter, short, cool summer. A, tropical, B, mild, D, dry, or C, dry, D, cold, E, polar. Number 4, cold all year round. A, tropical, B, mild, C, dry, D, cold, E, polar. 5, hot all year round. A, tropical, B, mild, C, dry, D, cold, E, polar. Number 5. See how there's 2 number 5s? Well, this is the number 5 I'm talking about. That's supposed to be an arrow. It says, complete the sentence. The climate in an area determines what? What does it determine? Write your answer. Go back to the article if you need to. Number 6, it says, what is an ice age? That was one of the last things that was mentioned in the article. Okay, guys, I wish you well. Stay safe. Don't touch your face. And I will be back at you with another audio video shortly.